Good morning, guys. Happy blessed Tuesday, and welcome to Storyteller's Corner. And thank you for joining me. Now we're going back to our Edwardian tale from London in the 19th century. And when we last left Eleanor Whitcomb, she had left her home in Hawthorne Vale to go and join Mr. Fairchild's Edward by the seaside. So let's see how they two lovebirds getting on. So let's read on, guys. Chapter 20. Journey to Westgate. The train departed just after sunrise. Its whistle cut cleanly through the morning air, neither mournful nor celebratory, only certain. Eleanor stood on the platform with her case at her feet, her gloves folded carefully in her hand. No one had come to see her off. That, she thought, was fitting. She took her seat by the window as the countryside began its steady withdrawal. Fields gave way to hedgerows. Villagers slipped past with brief acknowledgment, and time itself seemed to loosen its grip as distance accumulated. Eleanor did not read, she just watched out the window. At each step the world reshaped itself slightly. Accents shifted, light changing, the air growing sharper. When the land flattered and smelled of salt. Let's read that again, guys. At each stop, the world reshaped itself slightly. Accents shifting, light changing, the air growing sharper. When the land flattened and the smell of salt crept faintly into the carriage, she knew she was nearing the coast. Westgate announced itself not with grandeur, but with wind. The platform stood open to the sky, the sea, audible before it was visible. Eleanor stepped down and felt something inside her loosen, a breath she had been holding without knowing it. She followed the road towards the harbour, her case lighter than expected. The town unfolded gradually, narrow streets, weathered stones, windows open to the sound of gulls and tide. There was no one waiting for her, and yet, at the end of the quay, near the curve of a cove, a figure stood facing the water. Edward turned as she approached. He did not rush forward, he did not speak at once. They stood a moment apart, the sea between words. "You came," he said simply. "Yes," that was enough. He took her case without ceremony, his hands brushing hers in passing. Unremarkable and therefore extraordinary. Westgate did not watch them as the village had. It accepted. As they walked along the harbour path together, Eleanor felt the future open. Not wide, not reckless, but possible. Some journeys end in arrivals, others begin there. So there you go, guys, that's it. Join me tomorrow, Wednesday, for chapter 21. The house at the end of a cove. So maybe that's Edward's house, his little billet. So we'll see. I was surprised there. I thought maybe that when he saw her, they'd embrace in a loving kiss and a hug. But no. But anyway, we'll see. Maybe the romance will deeper as they go along. But Eleanor is just glad to be free of Hawthorne Vale and Aunt Agatha's disapproving eyes. So there you go, guys. At least she's got away from her Aunt Agatha, got away from her grips, and she's now with Edward Fairchild's. So we'll see what happens in the next one, guys. I hope there's going to be a bit more romance, but we'll see. There you go, guys. Thank you for joining me in Storyteller's Corner this morning. Join me tonight at Topsy Tickle Town, where we've got chapter 23 in Topsy Tickle Town. The day everything waited so hard it fell over. So let's see what's falling over in Topsy Tickle Town this evening. So join me for that. Until then, have a very lovely day, guys. Enjoy your Tuesday, and join me in Topsy Tickle Town this evening. You've got an invitation, so don't miss it. There you go, guys. Take care now and have a lovely day. God bless us all. Bye bye.